What's up guys, Elfis here, and today we're going to be doing another just Heroes of Newerth gameplay. Do I find the question? Oh, just group invite. We're queuing up here with Flub, and this is a casual mode game. Let's see, who are we going to play? Who am I in the mood for? We have 2 melee already, plus a jungler's set. I guess technically I should pick a solo mid lane. It's been a while since I played Hag. Yes, it has. It's been quite a long time since I played Hag. Mid. Yeah, I can play Hag mid. Although Thunderbringer's just really annoying to go up against as a squishy hero. Nah, I got mid. Okay, well. I wish you'd say that. And say it before 5 seconds, retard. Thanks a lot. Fucking moron. I hate idiots. Alright. Whatever. We'll go side lane. We'll make it work, I guess. Bot with yellow, gotcha. They're all bad, if you say so, man. I don't know, have you played with these guys before? But alright, so that makes it, since they've called bottom lane already, that means me and Flubbin's gonna be going top. I really don't like that chipper skin, I just think it's so ugly, I don't get it. I like the solstice skin, though. Okay, so let's see, we're gonna grab some of that, a little bit of regen, and no, that's what it should be, but these guys aren't going to give up bot. This is the 1500s, bro. Nobody does things right. Gotta get used to it. Alrighty, what else are we going to get for items? Let's see. Let's just get... I don't want to do that, but fine. We'll get a little bit of health, too. And then we'll come on up here. Go ahead and put my items in the slots that work for me. It's called adapt. That's not gonna argue. Do whatever you want. Arguing with bad people never ends up working out too well. Take it from somebody who knows. Let's see, skill wise, yeah, blink first always. Why is Solstice not jungling?
Because he doesn't like jungle.
You know what? That's fine. I'm not even gonna argue. I was gonna say the same reason you waited until 5 seconds to talk, but because jungling suck. Alrighty. See what I mean? I mean 1500s. Okay, so me and Bushwhack top. Let's see, Solstice's or Bushwhack's items. Sorry. I haven't played Bushwhack yet, so I can't totally talk. No, we're gonna miss the creep block. Oh god, no. Oh, I got it. Nice. Not even a good jungle hero. Not sure. Okay, so this guy clearly doesn't play Solstice very well. So Bushwhack's items. Not sure about his items. I don't play Bushwhack too much, but just thinking basically just a normal ranged carry, I don't like those items. Maybe for him specifically it's a bit different, but just normal carry-wise, yeah, I'm just going to beat the crap out of you, Rally. I'm not sure what you think you're going to do. I'm kind of playing a support lane. Not really support, but I want Bushwhack to get the bulk of the last hits. I'll take maybe a few here and there just so I don't get too far behind. But my primary goal in this is to kind of support him and make sure that he's doing well. Had I known I was going to be doing that, I would have picked a real support hero, but, you know, it came down to 5 seconds, and I was like, oh, what do I do? I don't know, I didn't have enough time to think. That's a little bit my fault. 5 seconds actually is enough time to change your hero. It's just that I wasn't paying attention, I guess. Well, I just wasn't expecting it. But it's all good. Oops, I forgot to sign out of Skype. I apologize. And that's okay, though. Okay, so 2 denies so far. We've gone through 2 waves. This will be the third, sorry. I can't count. So, well, they got Bloodlust on bot. Not that that's really all that hard. I'm going to go ahead and auto-level because I like those levelings. I've actually been thinking about just, like, writing a guide into the thing, so that way I can just auto-level my skills on, because the bulk of heroes, for the most part, some of them, it's a little bit situational, but for the most part, they kind of leveled their skills the same for the, general game, really, for every game, most part, with a few exceptions. Oh, I meant to click my bad, I meant to click on the, I'm just going to go ahead and zone him a bit, because that's what I can do as a ranged hero, and then blink back. And it's fine. It's not a lot of mana or anything, so it's all good. Yeah, so even though despite our very poor choices of lanes, I would say we'll probably end up winning this game. So while we're here talking about nothing, let's go ahead and go over team composition, since I still want to focus this channel on kind of improving, really. So team composition, we have pretty shitty team composition when you take into account the fact that Solstice is jungling, or is not jungling, rather. Oh, why are you missing last hits, man? Come on. But when you take into account Solstice not jungling, and then on top of that, so they pulled, so come on. No, come on. Okay. Do they? What? Oh, I didn't even know there was another member in this lane. I thought they just did some weird laning. Okay, so usually when you pull, you go to contest it, so you can then stop the lane from getting pushed up this far. Because now the lane's going to be at about here, give or take. Maybe a little further up, maybe about here, I'm not sure. Yeah, just about there. So you do that, you go into contest it, so that way you can pull the creeps back a little. Oh, I'm going to miss that. Okay, it's cool, he got it. I'm missing some deny. It's not like it makes a huge difference because this is a casual mode game. But oh, I just left clicked. Oh god, that was pretty bad. I even think that was bad. So team composition wise, I think we have fairly bad team composition when you take into account that Hag is supporting and Solstice is not jungling. So that's not good, and Bushwhack should be farming instead of chatting. So that's not good, but that's not terrible because they have pretty bad team composition too. They don't really have any initiation. They have 3 intelligence, and Flint is a really squishy hero. He's not intelligence, but he is squishy, and he went mid, and that was my fault that I just attacked that and gave them that deny. That's unfortunate. So he's not an intelligence hero by any means, but he is a squishy ranged hero, so he's still going to be an easy kill. My point is just that they don't really have anybody who can do much. And actually, no, you know what? I'd say we have better. There goes the last hit. There you go. For supporters, not supporters, I guess, but supports, you know, if there's a creep like that, I mean, it's better if you're coordinating it, but you should, like, attack it down so that your teammate can then, you know, get that last hit real quick. So it works the same with denies as well. You can combo the denies. If you see your ally using his attack animation, that was my fault. If you see your ally using his attack animation, then, you know, and you know it's got 2 hits left, you should start yours as well. That's kind of just general mindset you should be in. Rally is actually pretty damn good regen. I didn't know that. 2 health regen. That's pretty decent. I'm not paying attention to chat, by the way. If you guys are enjoying it, I'm sure these guys are trolling each other and laughing at each other, but in reality, I don't really pay attention to chat much, especially when I'm recording this. But that's more so me than anything. And I'm just saving enough mana to blink out. Gonna hold right there. He has the runes. Is he gonna use them? Oh, I thought he was gonna eat a tree and use his runes to get me, which he could have done, by the way. Apparently he was not paying attention and did not realize that he had that item, because otherwise he definitely could have done that. But you know, that's the 1500s for you. It happens. I do it on occasion too, where I'm not paying attention to certain items that I have. I'm just gonna run and grab some mana. Mana pot. Be right back. Okay. I don't need to go all the way back. I'm still full health. But you know, mana on especially when you're supporting, but on any intelligence hero, really good thing to have. The key here, though, in that fight is that it looks like Prophet had to go B, which is great. Bushwhack should be very aggressive. Rally can't even come close to killing him if he plays it correctly, because he has that really short cooldown, like, I don't even know the name of it, that jump? Sidestep. Sidestep is what it's called, I guess. Which is such a short cooldown. It's ridiculously short, and it's like 4 seconds or something. And then on top of that, oh no, that was our fault. But on top of that, I mean, it's not a huge jump. It doesn't really move you that much, but it is fairly decent. It's very, very good for helping in team fights and such. That should be, yep, there you go. That's his cue to attack there. And then the other thing to note about that, though, that I've noticed is that it doesn't pop projectiles, which is unfortunate. But a lot of pseudo blinks don't pop projectiles. For those of you who don't know, we need to get out. That's an image, I think. Yep. Okay. Never mind. We're good. That's actually fine for us. He's going to make sure the lane gets pushed up a bit. That's good for us. I'm not sure. Well, maybe not, actually. They're going to move up a few steps, but not really anything big. Is that low enough? No, it's not. Alright, so team composition-wise, we, I think, have better just because they're so squishy and we have so much nuke. Like, they will get dominated unless they get some really good initiation or really good team fighting. Top Maya 1. He's been gone a while. I should have called that, but hey, it happens, I guess. So item-wise is what I'm going to go for. Items that I'm going to grab, I'll grab a Grave Locket because I'm supporting. If I was solo mid, I may or may not get it. It depends on how good or bad I do. But when I'm supporting, I do get it on pretty much every intelligence hero. There isn't... I'm not sure if Blacksmith is intelligence or not, but Blacksmith may be like the one hero that I don't get it on. Is he intelligence? I think he's strength. Yeah. No, he is an intelligence. So he is an intelligence hero. So Blacksmith would be like one of the few heroes I wouldn't get a Grave Locket on, but the vast majority of them I would, and actually he's kind of missing a few there. The only reason I took those two is because his attack would have been on cooldown and he wouldn't have gotten them. At least I think it would have been really close if he would have got them, but I don't think he would have. So he should get that one. Yes, there you go. Okay, so items that I'm going to get. I'm going to grab a Grave Locket, then after that probably a Null Stone because they have a lot of key single target skills, mostly between Flint and Thunderbringer, and a little bit between Prophet, but so probably a Null Stone after that, and then probably a Hellflower, and the game should be over before then. Chipper, what are you doing? 3-0 versus your 0-2 in the other lane, so he pulled again. We can't stop it at this point, it's too late, but 7-0, so this is probably going to be a quick 15-minute concede, would be my guess. No, get back. Get B. If I didn't go, you need to go together, don't go alone, especially as Bushwhack. He doesn't really have a great escape, he has a little bit of mobility with his sidestep, but not really anything to get away. I mean, it helps, but it's not like, you know, Hag's Blink, or like, well, nobody else on our team has one, or like, nope, nobody in the other game, really. Compel from Rally, but, alright, so then he just pushed the lane back up anyway, so I'm not sure why. I just want to push it back, just because we don't really need, there's no reason to be honest with you, but just, the game is so far ahead at this point, like we're so far ahead, it'd be pretty hard for us to, I mean, it's casual mode game, so I don't want to say it'd be pretty hard for us to throw the game, but, so I'm just attacking this down so he can get the last hit. Go for that. You should be getting it. I'm not sure. There you go. Okay. I guess he thought I wanted it. Just so you know, never, like, if you're a carry, don't feel bad ever for taking last hits from an intelligence hero. Even if it's your solo mid or whatever, it doesn't matter. Don't, you know, take those last hits. You need them. Is that our courier? Robot courier. Okay. So push. That's what we want to do. We want to push this lane now because they left, so that's fine. Get the last hit. Good job. Gonna go ahead and grab my boots. I'll just use this. I didn't need to, but it's okay. You should be. You don't have a blink, so I don't feel confident with you going up this far. I feel confident with me going up this far because they don't really have a lot of stuns. They have one or two, but not really. Last hit, thank you. Not really a very large amount that they can, like, you know, lock me down. I mean, if they all 5 came, I'd be in trouble probably, but other than that, I think I'll be okay. I'm not reading that, I don't care. But so yeah, items on Bushwhack, let's see, he's got his boots. He should have more than that. I have 17 creep score because I haven't really been trying to get last hits. I hope he has, oops, I would hope he has something like 30 or 40 plus, but I don't think so. It'd be unlikely, I would think, that he have that many. That's what he should have at this point, and he missed a last hit there. But you know, this is the 1500, so I don't expect people to be flawless. Oh, denied. Nice job, Flint. Flint Beastwood. Nice job. All right, B. Just get back. I'm gonna grab a TP here. Well, 2 of them, but. You know, same thing. Just gonna grab a couple TPs, and then hopefully we can go ahead and let's just group and push. No point in delaying the game. They're really squishy. They can't defend. Between me and Chipper, we have so much, and Blacksmith too. Actually, we just have so much nuke that I'm not sure what Yellow's doing. He's kind of don't get compelled. Oh god, don't get. Yellow did die. Oh, was that orange up here? Get out, get out, get out. I'm dead. Yeah, here comes the Flint. Oh, he doesn't even need the ult. Yeah, he doesn't need the ult. You're dead too. No wards, but you know, that's a mixture of mine and Blacksmith's fault. I'm not really playing a pure support simply because I am Hag, though, and this is the casual mode. This is casual mode 1500, so I don't feel the need to actually, you know, 100% support. This is not a good initiation. These two should leave. There's at least 3 of them. How come you have sight on these guys? I'm confused. Is that... No, you know what? I'm just confused. I don't know why you had sight on them. Was it Bushwhack's ultimate? I didn't think he got a proc on either of them, but he might have, so... I'm going to go ahead and port, and I'll check the rune. I would imagine that somebody got the 12-minute rune, but you never know, I guess. And I know, now that I think back, I should have changed my boots to strength during that when I was getting attacked. I may have been able to buy enough time for a cooldown for my blink. I'm not going to go ahead and say that I would have. Okay, I pressed R, but it didn't go right away, I guess. Now I would like to get out, but we can keep going. We can definitely keep going. I don't think I have enough for blink and my slow. I do, actually. Cool, so he should be dead now. Yeah, there's no way he's getting out of that. That's fine. I don't care if I get the kill or not. I just like being around for the experience. That's kind of how supports should be. For those of you who don't play support too much, you don't usually want to take the kill. If you get the kill simply just because of one of your skills or something like that, it's not a big deal, but... And I'm going to go B now because I need a regen. But if you can avoid taking the kill, it's better to give it to somebody else now who actually got it. Blue, so, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Me or Blue, it wouldn't really have made a huge difference if Blue got it or if I got it. This Blue... You got a PK. Yeah, that's fine. I kind of like PK on Chipper. He doesn't have much mobility, which is kind of lame, actually, because I actually really like the hero. But I'm going to go ahead and get... I'll just go straight for the health tube. I was going to say I'll get the Scarab for my... oh, he got away, nice. I was going to say I'll get the Scarab for my Blood Chalice, but I think getting the Sustainer at least would be better. Then I don't even need to get the Blood Chalice, really. I mean, it's still nice to have it, but it's not really a required item on Hag. I don't think it's all that big of a deal. Let's see, item-wise. So he looks like he's going for what could be a Frostburn or maybe a Nullifier Blade. Either of those. Not so sure about the Nullifier Blade, I don't really agree with, but the Frostburn's totally fine. Just as a ranged carry in general, I haven't really played him that much, but ranged carries in general, Frostburn is usually a really good pickup. I mean, it does depend on some. Some of them, I think, maybe, like, for example, whoa. Okay, so we're going in on that. That's not really a dive we should take. We don't know where the other 3 of them are, but, I mean, I guess it's okay. It's not really, but just because you're ahead doesn't mean you should, you know, like you lose your advantage over something stupid. So now, this is an initiation I definitely don't want to do. But, I mean, it's going to work out because of how far ahead we are. Not because that was a smart decision to dive that. But it worked out. I'm backing out. They can keep going if they want. That was actually, I mean, I guess just because this is casual mode, it doesn't really make a difference. Oh, I missed the last hit on the tower. It's casual mode. It's not really that big of a deal, no matter what you do. I mean, even normal mistakes in normal, like that you would make in normal mode, that would make a huge deal, are like, well, it's casual mode, and nobody cares. That's not to say that you can get away with them so much easier, but I don't know. You really can, just because casual mode, the big difference is you don't really get punished for, like, making big mistakes. There's a few that, you know, it's just that, like, in death, you don't lose anything, really, with the exception of the lost farming time. But, I mean, that's kind of just... I mean, it's still a big deal. That, you know, you could get a few hundred gold in your death timer, probably, but it's not that big of a deal like it is in normal mode, where you lose, you know, all that farming time plus X amount of gold, depending on how far you are into the game, as well as, you know, experience and blah blah blah. I believe you lose some experience. I don't think you lose that much in normal, in casual mode, but I think you still lose some. I haven't actually looked into it, but that's just a guess. So this is probably... I'm kind of surprised they haven't tried to concede yet. Did they at least try it? It doesn't look like it. I'm a little bit surprised. Maybe it's because they know it's casual mode too, and they have a Flint Beastwood. Usually when you have a hard carry, people tend to be a bit more What's the word? Reluctant to concede in a casual mode game. But I mean, when our chipper can jump in and like one round your tank, essentially, it doesn't usually mean that you're doing so good. This is not... Oh, you guys probably should back out. Yeah, you should definitely back out. Yeah, we could turn it around, but not a good idea. Just back out. I'm here to... No. Oh, God, no. I'm just sticking around to essentially, like, help if something like that were to happen. Because I'd rather die than have Bushwhack die. And just in general, team-wise, it's not that big of a deal either way, because it's casual mode again, but, like, same thing, you know, kind of supporting your team, essentially, kind of the way to go as a support. But, not like I'm really playing pure support, especially since I picked Hag with the idea in mind to go solo mid, but... Hey, it's okay. It's not worth arguing with your teammates really over, you know, a lane, to be honest with you. Even, I mean, I really don't like sending other people mid. I don't know what this is. Let's get a slow. Can I get a slow? No, I can't. He's gone. Yeah, he's gone. Okay. That's fine. Let him go. Oh, the rocket hit him. Oh, the stun. We could kill him now. Now he's dead. Okay. Alright. That was kind of unfortunate for him. I think he still might have died even without the rocket hitting him, but the rocket hitting him definitely helped. He should have been able to avoid that. That was kind of a big mistake on his part. I think he would have died either way with the... Why are you so mad? Yeah, these guys are trolling. But, you know, it is what it is. That's casual mode for you. People do it in normal mode too, but, I mean, more so in casual mode. I don't particularly care for the last hit on the tower now at the moment. I'm just attacking. Just so people know, not everybody knows this actually, but if a hero doesn't get the last hit on the tower... the team gets that extra gold that the hero would have gotten. So for example, if I don't get the last hit on a tower, then, you know, if you don't get the last hit, everybody gets like 200 as opposed to the person getting the last hit. I don't know what it is actually, how much you get. You know, so we got 350. We got 350. Or, are you kidding me, bro? Seriously? Fuck you, Solstice. What a douchebag. But, so everybody gets 350 as opposed to the person getting like 400 or whatever, or 425, and then everybody else getting like 300 or 250 or whatever it is, you know. That extra gold it's not lost if you miss that last hit. It's just distributed amongst the team a little better. Now, the theory is that the carry, who should be the one getting the last hit, or the ganker who needs the money for his PK or whatever, if he gets the last hit, the money going towards him as opposed to evenly distributed amongst the team is better. In theory, it'll be better well spent. You know, it's the same concept behind giving your carry all the creeps in your lane. You know what I mean? He'll get the gold, he'll carry you, and, you know, he'll do blah blah blah. It's the same concept. Yeah. Yep. I just want experience. Fine by me. Totally fine by me. I wish I wasn't so squishy. That would be less lame. But hey, it is what it is. Haven't really gotten that many chances to get off a good ultimate. Hag's ultimate, for those of you who don't know, goes in a cone in front of you, and it's not the easiest to line up against players. I don't want to sit here. Yeah, okay, so I don't know what you're doing, bro, but you're gonna die. Yeah, okay, he's dead. I guess he was AFK. I'm leaving because there's like 4 of them there. Had they, you know, gone a little further. Oh, Chipper getting a little ballsy. Probably shouldn't be there. Nope, I stand corrected. Definitely shouldn't be there. I'm not sure what he's doing now. I guess he really wants that kill. I mean, he got it, but is he going to get out? One Flint ult. I guess Flint doesn't want to ult on that. Okay. One Flint ult could have cleaned that up, but Chipper, can you try to use your ult at more than just one guy that's dead anyways? It doesn't really make that big of a difference. Invisbot for whoever wants. I mean, in team fights, it's nice to have a good Chipper ultimate, but, like, really, it's not that big of a deal that yeah, sure, go Blacksmith. I don't care. I don't want it. I have a blink, so I don't particularly need it. I could have a use for it. I'm not saying I wouldn't be able to use it. Just that somebody else could get more use out of it because they can't blink in. You know what I mean? Like Blacksmith, he can't, you know, blink into the enemy. He has to walk up. So I do not have that problem. But Blacksmith does. So, oh, I want to stack that. Can I get a stack? Can I get a stack? No, I'm going to miss the stack. Actually, I don't know. I think I did, yeah. Oh, I did get it. Nice. Okay. So normally I would like go back to base and regen up at this point probably, but I mean the game's essentially over, so I don't need to. What did he get, by the way? Yeah, it looks like he's going for Frostburn. I'm fine with that. Frostburn's fine item. On any ranged carry, if you don't know how to build them, Frostburn is a fine default to go to, like, for your first item, I think. You know, with maybe very few exceptions. I mean, I can't really think of any at the moment, but I'm sure there are few exceptions. I don't know why my guy wouldn't, like, walk there. But, you know, few exceptions, probably. I'm still not sure. They actually... So this is kind of a mistake on our part. We're kind of delaying the game here. And they're not that far behind. They're down, you know, we have double their score, essentially. But that's not, like, in a casual mode game, that's not to the point where, like, you can't come back. You know, especially since they have a Flint Beastwood who... anybody who knows me, I love Flint Beastwood, and I will, you know, say that Flint is one of the strongest carries in the game if you give him the time to farm. Now, if you don't give him the time to farm, which is what we shouldn't be doing, but we are doing, then he's fairly weak. He doesn't have an escape. He doesn't really provide much to the team other than if he can get items, he's an absolute beast. But without items, pretty weak. There are better, you know, carries, even if you're just talking about carries, there are better carries without items, like much better. You know, Madman has the nukes and stuff, and I mean his ultimate's nice to net him a few kills or net the team a few kills if they're running away, but I mean in general he's without items he's kind of weak. So he's gonna get items though if we don't kind of push in. So what we should be doing at this point is one of two things. Essentially we should probably push all the outer towers first. So, if you'll note, you know, who's purple? Bushwhack. Flubbins down here just got this tower. Good, that's what we should have been doing. This is the last outer tower, so we should push that and then go straight for Congor, and then we can, you know, break in and end it. And that's basically what we should be doing. And they can't really stop us at this moment. They don't have the items. They don't have a carry who can deal enough damage, really. The person who should be dealing damage is a mixture of, like, Rally and Thunderbringer. But Thunderbringer, fairly underleveled. I mean, he's on par with us. Just about on par with 3 of us. You know, he's 1 level below. But that's considered underlevel as Thunderbringer. You need to be a higher level as Thunderbringer. It's like Pebbles. If Pebbles is the same level as everybody, you're kind of underleveled. You're not really as useful as you need to be. And Rally, he's not going to be doing any damage either. So they can't really stop us. Flint's their highest level, which is nice. Flint's a high level, but he can't do anything without items. Even, you know, you can give him level 25, and really he can't do much without items. He can do a little bit, but not a whole lot. Yeah, not really. So at the moment, let's push and end it. All top. I'm not sure why we aren't. It's a very easy end at this point. There's, you know, we're all 5 fairly decent. Oh, you're right here. He's dead. Not sure what the deal is with this. Yeah, so he was just way out of position. Chipper jumping in there in the middle. I missed that, but apparently he got a kill onto Flint. Good, let's just end it. Let's just end 3v5. Like, now there's no reason why we can't push top. And this is over. So they should be conceding at the moment. They aren't, but I mean, I guess it comes back to this is casual mode. We can always come back, and to an extent, you really can. In casual mode, there's pretty much nothing you can do to ensure that there's no way the enemy team can come back, with the exception of farming bot lane when you need to be pushing Chipper. It's a really good job, man. But you know, it comes down to, you know, there's not much they can really do. They can do a little. That was a pretty. I mean, it was a good attempt at a Rally ultimate, but it really wasn't what it needed to be, you know, if you know what I mean. I mean, the Rally ultimates are really hard to land, I will say. A good combo would be putting him with Tempest. But, you know, so this is the point where we get out. I'm leaving because Flint's back up. These guys can stick around if they want. To Chipper. Chipper's down bot still. So I'm going to go complete my Nullstone. And then having a Nullstone on Hag kind of gives you the freedom to run around and do whatever you want, really. It's like getting a Shrunken Head or Nullstone on Dr. Repulsor. You know, you already have the really high mobility with your, in this case, Blink, or in Doctor's case, that his ultimate is Jump. So you have the high mobility, and then you get the items that make it so they can't lock you down. They can't, you know, hold you. You can pretty much go in and out and do whatever you want. It's easier on Doctor, but, you know, it's the same concept behind Hag, really. You can kind of, especially, was it 4 seconds? 6 seconds, sorry. So a 6-second cooldown, jump in, you know, blow your load, you know, i.e. hit all your, you know, spells and whatever, and then you can kind of get out. I'm just going to go ahead and sell the intelligence item so I can get... oh, I didn't need to because we just got a tower. But, so I could get a Mystic Vestments, and I'm actually going to go get a few wards, just because I have gold, so there's no reason not to. If you have gold, when it gets to late game, especially in casual mode, and I'm aware that 30 minutes isn't really late game, but it's at the point where the game's over, so it's late enough. You can kind of just end it. You can kind of just spend all your money on wards. You don't need more items, so just get more wards, you know. And that goes for carries too, by the way. If you don't need to save for a buyback or something, feel free to buy wards for your team, so that, you know, they can go ahead and place them, obviously, because I assume you would have full items before you're spending money on wards. But, you know, they can go ahead and place them, and you can, you know, still assist your team. You can still help progress the team, help your supports who are probably dying quite a bit. There's an enemy there, I'm sure, that, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and blink out. That yellow looks like he wants to fight it. I'm surprised he got that far, really. I'm dead, actually, yeah. Nope. Nullstone. Yay for Nullstone. Idiot. He should have kept fighting me instead of trying ultimate. That's what he gets. So I'm actually going to turn around and go back in. I don't care if I die at this point. I just care about helping the team, because the game's over. Like, this is the last team fight, really. Unless we're stupid and just wait like we've been doing. There's really no reason to do, you know, that. You know what I mean? There's no reason not to just kill him. So there's his Nullstone again. Yeah, see? Like, I can come back in. Even if I had died in that team fight, it's not a big deal. It really doesn't make a difference. At least to me, because if I die, my usefulness for the team, it's very minuscule at this point, you know what I mean? You're playing a support hero, really, so, I mean, this isn't a support hero, but in this game it is, so your goal is just kind of to assist your team, so as long as they're alive, they being my carry and my solo mid, really, but, I mean, you know, late game, he wouldn't really make a difference that much anyways, depending on which solo mid it was, I guess, but Chipper in general wouldn't really be that huge of a difference. He'd really only be able to, like, solo kill, like, their squishy heroes or something, but, you know, that's not that big of a deal, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab some mana potions and health potions so I can regen up a bit without having to go back to base. For those of you who don't know, you can actually buy consumables all game long. I'm not sure who's, like, passed the message around that consumables, like, aren't allowed to be bought past, like, 10 minutes, because nobody buys them past 10 minutes. It's like even if they're sitting right here next to the observatory, they're like, oh, gotta go all the way back to base when I have so much gold, I could just buy some consumables, but no, I don't want to do that. It's like, I don't really understand who passed that little message along to everybody, but you most certainly can get consumables past a certain time in the game, okay? And they're very useful still. I don't think you should buy them, you know, every single time, but, I mean, you can still get them. They're still useful to an extent. And, actually, I really only use them to, like, regen up if I need to, but I don't, like, carry them, which is a good idea. I don't think you should, like, be carrying them, really, past, like, 15 minutes, but you can still buy them at an observatory if you need them, and then you know, go do whatever. So I'm just going to go ahead and go B real quick, then I'll teleport to mid lane. I just want a little bit more mana. Going to go B, plus they don't really need my help anyways, although I would like it if they waited until me and Chipper were there, or at the very least Chipper, since he's doing quite well, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm not so sure they should be here. This is kind of crazy, but hey, you know, it happens, I guess. So we're going to go ahead and get working on our Hellflower. I guarantee I won't complete it, but, you know, it can't hurt to start getting some items, you know what I mean? You know, getting wards is nice, and I enjoy helping the team, but Codex, love it. Solstice, what'd you get? You got a Dawnbringer. He built like a jungler, kind of, but he just didn't jungle. Alright, so he's confusing to me. I don't know. I've seen some people try to lane as Solstice before. I just think it makes so much more sense to use him as a jungler since he has the ability to jungle, you know? And, you know, you can have another solo that way and just do so much better. That's just me. I have seen a number of people try it. I don't think it really works out. Can we end, please? Why are we farming? Question mark. But I didn't put a question mark. It's not really that big of a deal, just there's no point in, like, sitting, like, at the moment we're essentially giving them time to come back. Didn't realize we wanted to win. Oh, well, you're right, actually, I was hoping we could lose. So can we just go sit in the well for a bit? That makes more sense. So I'm not sure why we have delayed this game this much at this point, but it happens, I guess. This tower's dead right here. Yeah, he's going to try and push me or whatever. It doesn't really make a difference. You need to be really careful. You cannot fight Flint head-on. He is way more farmed than you are, so just keep that in mind. Who cares? Yeah. He is right. It's not a big enough ultimate that I'm trying to... Let's go ahead and get some kills, perhaps, team? Team? Kills? No, I'm getting focused! Team, I'm getting focused! No, I'm dead. No help from the team. What is this? They ran away. They're pretty low. I'm fine with that. Chipper is way balls deep. He is way balls deep. Did he get a codex? He did get a codex, so that's a little bit lame. He should have got like Frostfield Plate, or really a number of other items would have been much better. Frostfield Plate. He already got Spell Shards, so that's nice. Maybe a Culdre's Sheepstick would have been good. Hellflower would have been good. Any number of items other than that. That's not really a good item. So I guess while I'm dead, we'll go over items though. He built it all the way into a Dawnbringer for Bushwhack. So what I would say, I'm fine with the Dawnbringer on any hero you would get a Frostwolf or a Frostburn on, but what I would say is maybe don't complete the Dawnbringer first of all. Maybe get other items and then come back to the Dawnbringer afterwards. So what I would have done had I been playing Bushwhack is probably gone either Shieldbreaker or Frostwolf Skull. Either is fine, I think. And then after that, probably gone. Let's go ahead and sell that. After that, probably gone. Oh, I should have just teleported, but whatever. So after that, I probably would have gone Shrunken Head, since they have a lot of magic damage. They don't have a lot of crowd control, but they do have a lot of magic damage. And then some type of attack speed / damage item, maybe a wing bow, depending on whether Flint picked up a Savage Mace or not. Maybe a Demonic Breastplate, maybe a Savage Mace, maybe a XYZ. You know, there's a number of other items. And then after that next big damage item, I might have come back to complete the Dawnbringer, or I may have gone for another item after that and just completed the Dawnbringer as my very last item after I have all 6 slots full. I don't really see any problem with... Okay, so that's my cue to get out. I don't really see any problem with waiting to finish the Dawnbringer. The light brand doesn't give you that much added benefit. It gives you some. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just I think that you should get other items and then just come back to it. Oh, blue dot. I didn't even notice that. So again, this is more chances here we're giving them to come back. You see, we haven't taken a Rax. 35 minutes. Flint is starting to get fairly beefy. He can, you know, 5, 6, 7 hit me, whatever it is. I'm not sure. I didn't actually pay attention when he killed me, but yeah, fairly easy kill onto me. Thunderbringer, he doesn't have anything, and same for Rally. So neither of them have anything. That's nice, I guess. I imagine Flint's going to be coming up here. That would be nice if we could get a pick off onto him. I don't think he picked up a... That's what you get for taking my creep earlier, jerk. I don't think he picked up a Assassin's Trap. I could be wrong, but I didn't. I don't remember seeing one or seeing him use one. So I think we'll be okay even if he comes in. But I do remember him going invis, so maybe he did, and I'm just not remembering it. I'm not totally sure, but either way, he's very strong at this point. I would say... I mean, he can beat our carry, which is usually not good, and he can beat Chipper too, probably, if Chipper doesn't have all his cooldowns or something. If Chipper gets the jump on him, Chipper probably wins pretty unanimously. I think Flint's still really squishy, but let's see, item-wise on Flint. Oh, he did get a Ginjuros, and he did get a Wing Bow, so I would actually get a Savage Mace on Bushwhack since he got the Wing Bow. But yeah, he's still pretty squishy. He doesn't even have a Shrunken Head, so Chipper could most definitely do a very big chunk of damage onto him. I'm just doing a little bit of pushing here. It's totally fine because they're top. Otherwise, it would not be fine. And I'll do the same on bottom since they are still top. Flint's now mid, but either way, the point is that he's not where I'm going to be, so that's still fine. Other than that, oh, here he comes. Yeah, he's coming bot. Okay, so now I'm done. Now it's time to back off. And at this point, we might actually even lose this game, to be honest with you. Just solely because we're just delaying the game at this point. I'm not totally sure why we are, but we are. We're just kind of sitting around, not really doing what we need to do. We're not pushing, we're not doing Congor, we're not doing anything of benefit to win the game. And it's going to cost us the game here fairly shortly, probably, because that Flint is getting very close to being at the point where he can just kind of 1v5 our entire team. If he had a shrunken head, I would say he is at that point, but he doesn't. But if he did, I would say he's at the point where he could probably just 1v5 our entire team and just end the game. He's not there just yet, but, I mean, you never know. He will be there shortly, very shortly. I'm just trying to pressure the other lanes while they're dealing with top. If I can kind of keep them sending 1 or 2 down here, hopefully it's Flint, and then, you know, the idea would be Chipper could jump in, kill him real quick, and then get out while Flint's on bot before he could, you know, come back. But you never know. I mean, it's not as easy as I make it sound. Flint is still, especially with the Ganjuros, he's still a very mobile hero. But, I mean, so let's go ahead and do that, and we should really be ending it. I guess we just want to talk and then eventually lose. At this point, I have a feeling we're going to lose the game simply because we aren't pushing ever. We decided we don't want to push into the base. I'm not sure why, but we just don't want to. And now Blacksmith is probably dead. Maybe not, actually. Yeah, you're dead. So there's not really much I can do. I can slow them, but no, I can't slow them when you run. Oops, I pressed E instead of W. I can't slow them when you run the wrong way. So, yeah, so we lost, I think. That's, you know, a 70-second cooldown for Chipper. If he doesn't buy back here, which he could buy back, actually, with, you know, 4K. He could definitely buy back. If he doesn't buy back, we're going to be very close to losing the game because they could easily just push a lane at the moment, yeah, like this, and they could do whatever they want. So none of us can defend that without the whole team. We just don't have, he doesn't have any survivability. He doesn't have Shrunken. We could just stun lock him and kill him if we focused him, but we have pretty poor teamwork, and this is a pretty sad way to lose the game, which we are. I'm betting we'll probably lose the game here. That's just my guess. It's possible that we could win the game here, but at this point, I mean, you just saw how fast Flint is just raping towers, and he's just dominating this game now because we waited way too long. We could have ended the game at, you know, 30 minutes, 25 minutes or whatever, but instead we decided to sit back and farm for apparently no reason, since we don't really, I mean, we have Bushwhack, but I mean, he's not going to outcarry this Flint at this point. No offense, Flubbins. Your items, you don't have the damage, you don't have the attack speed, you don't have anything to beat that Flint. So Flint would dominate you if you tried to 1v1 him at the moment. He would absolutely destroy you. And that's just, I don't think it's the hero, I think it's just how he played. No offense, he did play better than you. Not that you played bad, just not as good. And I hope you're going to stack this before attacking it. No, you are not. So that's unfortunate. Okay, that's fine. It's okay. We could still win this. Can we just group and win, please? Focus Flint, and it's over. Like, it's not that hard if we just stun lock Flint. We're really, like, delaying this for no reason. Can you get up here, please? You too, please. Thank you. Get with the team, please. Like, we're up, the three of us here at the moment shouldn't be here without the whole team. If we just focus Flint, it's over. One death on Flint, unless he has the money to buy back, which I don't think he does, but he might. One death on Flint is enough to end the game. He'll have like a 75-second cooldown or something on his life, and he will lose. He'll die, and they will lose. And that's just how it is. Oh, here comes the steal more creeps, you jerk face. But, oh, did he get a mock? Oh, that's right, he has the Dawnbringer. Okay. Incoming, I'm sure. What? Oh, you mean they're coming for us? That's fine, we want them to fight. They're all really squishy. If we just focus Flint, the rest of them are nothing. They don't have items, they don't have levels, they're nothing. Look at how under-leveled they are. 17, 15, 17, like, they will lose if they try and team fight us. Hopefully, if we focus Flint, that is. I mean, it comes down to a little bit more than just focus Flint, but it comes down to a bit of positioning. If, like, Rally gets an awesome sauce ultimate off, that might really dominate us. That really would probably destroy us, but we should push mid. We should be pushing mid or doing Congor. Either or, because mid, the tower's gone, so there's no reason not to go for mid. The reason to avoid trying to push the base without Congor token is because you have the tower and they have the high ground and blah blah blah, but the tower's gone, so they don't have any advantage of that. They have the high ground still, but other than that, that's not really much. And actually, those guys didn't have a single tower before that right there. They hadn't gotten a single one yet. I hadn't even noticed that, but please stay together. We're going to lose if we're separated like this. I don't know why these guys refuse to move. I'm not sure. Push mid while they defend top. Okay, I guess. That's not a good idea, but fine, whatever. As long as we have a game plan, I'm fine doing whatever. So I'm dead if he catches me out like that again. Like, see, 2 hits and I'm already half health. Like, that's how beastly Flint is. He's got a lot of hit, like, very big chunk of damage coming out of him, sorry. And that's just, okay, he's top, so now's the chance to make a dent here. I don't think he has a Geometer's Bane, so I imagine he's just actually top. You shouldn't be using it on you. You should be using it. Where's Bushwhack? Bushwhack, please come with us. Please come with us. Get with the team. What did I just get? Flint ulted, I guess. So he did have a Shrunken. He did pop that Shrunken. So now that he has a Shrunken, they could win the game pretty easily, actually. If they just team fought and he used the Shrunken at the right time, they could probably win. Yeah, I would say they could probably win. They could definitely give us a run for our money. I think they could actually win the team fight, though. See, this is what I mean when you wait too long. Apparently, for them, it was a good idea not to concede. I didn't realize our team was a little bit slow and didn't realize how to deal with the enemy team having a hard carry in casual mode. But it happens. At this point, we really just need to end the game. I'm fine with just letting the minions tick down, tick down, tick down, tick down these barracks. That's fine by me. He's dead. He's so very, very dead. Yeah, there was, like, I don't know why you're running out like that. Blink, please. I'm gone. Not staying around for that. We lost this game. Yeah, this is GG. So, at this point, I want to concede because we can't win this. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and vote concede. We're not going to win this game. This is, we waited too long. We can't win. That Flint's destroying us. Like, he's absolutely kicking our ass. I'm not joking, actually. I'm not joking. Flint too big. I'm ready to concede. I'm not joking. Like, seriously, no joke here. Like, we can't win these team fights now. Flint got a Shrunken. He's almost max level. We can't win. So, if they were to team fight us right now, and I'm not sure what Chipper's doing up there, they could easily just kill him. Well, if they came around. He doesn't have any wards to see them coming, but I mean, this is over at this point, which is kind of sad when you think about it, but it happens. I mean, this is casual mode. This is what happens in, 1,500 games. People let it happen. I've already told you the way we could have stopped this from happening, just pushed an end when we had our advantage. And this happens in normal mode games, too, where if you just give a carry too much time to farm, they win. Can't play another after this. KK. This is just, we waited way too long. If you really wanted to win, Hag, why didn't you ward? The same reason you took mid. Because this is 1500s and we don't care about the game. Idiot. But either way, it happens. Wards to end the game are what counts. Right. Well, you're the one wanting to win. Right. Except we didn't need wards. Could have easily just pushed and ended. But I'm done arguing. Turning chat off. Bye. Okay, so this is over. There's not really much we can do. We can't push. We can't do Congor anymore. That opportunity's gone too. At this point, what we could do is concede, or we could hope for them to make a mistake. And again, no stacking, man. Come on. We could hope for them to make a mistake, and we could come back from it. I'll pick up a few wards so we can maybe catch them out, but I can't go place the wards anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I just got my Nullstone popped. What was that? What just happened? Who the hell is on me? Flint's top. The only other person who can do it, I think, is Rally. Or, not Rally, sorry, Prophet. I'm confused. What the hell just happened? How did my Nullstone just get popped? Okay, I'm confused. I don't know what just happened. Maybe somebody in the comments could tell me what just happened, because I have not a clue. I don't know how that just happened. My Nullstone definitely got popped. I saw that one. But I don't fully get how. At this point, I can't really go in their jungle to ward. I'm just going to kind of place wards where I think they're useful, just to get any sight at this point. I'm going to go ahead and send some creeps, some of my thingies, out to scout. Go ahead and pick up another ward. There should be 4 in the shop at maximum. I just got all 4, so now nobody should be able to buy a ward for a certain period of time. I hope they could I could maybe bait some ultimates or something. No, I guess not. It's unfortunate. I was hoping so, but, you know, it is what it is. It happens. I'm not sure what purple's doing. Oh, he's invis. Okay. Still. So he got a shroud. I would have said not get a shroud. I would have said shrunken head should have been your next item, and shrunken head should definitely be your next item after that. I know it's not going to help you against Flint, but it'll help you against his team, who's in theory supposed to be supporting Flint. But, you know, I mean, they may or may not be. And I should have gotten wards. You could have gotten wards too. You're just as much of a support as I am. Hag and Chipper are solo mid heroes, bro. They're not support heroes. That goes for both of it. Just because you stole mid, you suddenly... Never mind, I'm getting mad at him for no reason. So, it happens. Maybe if they try to do Congor, we could maybe get a pick off and win. Other than that, though, there's nothing we could do. Like, nothing. This is a pick off, but it's not going to happen. There's 2, 3... Okay. This is a good pick off for us. We want this fight, so yes, please. I hope we can get some kills here. Flint is not with them, or he wasn't with them just a second ago. I didn't use my Hellflower because I was waiting to see Flint. I was hoping I could use it on Flint. Now he's here, now we can't fight, and we didn't get anybody in that team fight, by the way. Flint's invis, we need to leave. Just leave. They're going to stick around and fight that by the look of things. You're dead. Yep. So I'm not totally sure what he was doing. I guess he was shopping, was my guess. We can't fight. We just can't team fight them. Flint is raping us. We can't do it. So this is really over. I really would like to concede. It's not going to happen, but it doesn't. I wouldn't think they'd concede. And in all honesty, I normally wouldn't concede in a normal game. I would play it out, but this is over. Like, they need to make a fairly big mistake for them to lose this game. It could happen. It could happen. And in normal games, it happens more often than not. But I mean, it's probably not going to. Would be my guess. I'm kind of surprised they don't try and push or try and do Congor. Either or would be their choice. I guess they don't want to make a mistake is my only thought. That's the only thing I can think of. Other than that, I don't really get why they wouldn't push. Yeah, I guess they just don't want to make a mistake. Because, I mean, I think Flint's maxed on his items, and the rest of them at this point have basically caught up in levels, so I don't really get it. 1 hour casual mode game. I tried to concede, man. I don't get it, man. It happens. Nobody wants to concede. And in theory, for supports, you usually want to have 3 wards on the map. Not more than that, not 4. Even though the cooldowns will allow you to get more than 3. But if you have 3 on the map, you can have 3 on the map constantly, whereas if you do more than 3, you get to a point where you can only, because of the cooldowns, you'll only have 2 or something because your wards will run out. But, it happens, I guess. It's not that big of a deal. It's all for the stats, remember. Oh, is that what they were talking about earlier? They were arguing earlier about something. I guess they're worried about their stats, I guess. I don't know. Either way, though, there isn't really much to talk about. I would like to talk about something about the game, hopefully, but, I mean, there's not much to talk about. See, Solstice's items, they're okay, I guess. I would have gotten a demonic breastplate instead of a savage mace, but fine. Blacksmith, fine. Flubbins being bushwhack. I still stand by you should have gotten a shrunken head instead of that assassin shroud, which I assume you're going to get into against Enduros next, but it's okay. I'm sure it'll work out. I'm not upset with the item. I just think a shrunken head would have been better. And Chipper, yeah, he's going pretty trolly. Good time to push top, I guess, but there's not really much we can do. They don't even. There's no tower down there, so they're gonna back off as soon as they see us. Yeah, they probably already backed off. Would be my guess. So why is this camp dead? I'm a little bit confused. We should get back like now, but it doesn't look like my team was. Okay, all right. So they're mid. So they're mid. I'm gonna kill this only because I have this ward here. Otherwise, it would be a risky maneuver to stay and kill that. But I have the ward, so I'm okay with it. So my next item would, going for a Behe even, well, he's super fat. That wouldn't be my item of choice, but it happens, I guess. So my next item, I guess, is going to be, I mean, I guess it makes sense to either get a sheep stick, I guess, would be the next item of choice, but I don't think I'll get it. I mean, it's possible since neither team even wants to try anything because they don't want to make the mistake that cost them the game, but I mean, they don't need to worry about it too much. They could push and be fine. I mean, I'm not sure what Blacksmith was doing, but hey, they wanted to do a Blacksmith Solstice lane, so I'm not surprised. And there goes Chipper. There, can we concede now? If he's not going to buy back, can we concede, please? Like, come on. There's no reason to keep playing this. Okay, nobody wants to concede. Alright. If you four were top, would had Flint. Probably not, because if the four of us were there, they would have sent more of their team, not just Flint, but what do I know? I'm just actually thinking instead of just saying words and making decisions. But hey, don't go in there to fight him solo, or I'll kill you, Flubbins. We could kill this. We could kill this. No, I used the Hellflower. Oh, I changed the spot. Oh, I pressed D instead of... No, that was my fault, team. No, I take... Oh my god. No, that was my fault. Oh, stupid. Why did I do that? I pressed D instead of E. Oh, I'm dumb. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not sure if we would have killed him either, but either way. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's not really fine. That was a pretty big mistake, because we would have killed him probably, but hey, it happens, I guess. I'm really infuriated about that. That was kind of incredibly unfortunate. I can't believe I just did that. I pressed D instead of E. Oh. Okay, Han tip number 55. Make sure you press the damn right key. No, just... God, that could have been the game changer, actually. Flint would have been dead. I'm sure he has enough to buy back anyways, but he would have been dead for something like, 100 seconds probably, because he's max level. God, that's unfortunate. I really hate myself right now for that. That was a big time no-no. Damn. Alright, well, no point, yeah, see, and there they go with the Congor, and that'll be GG. Flint took it, I'm sure. Even if he's full, he would have dropped his boots to get it. I mean, there's nothing that there's no reason why he shouldn't have gotten that. But I guess we'll see here in a minute. I'm going to go replace this ward just to see if maybe we can, because now they should be pushing, I hope. I'm not sure what they're going to do now, but yeah, so the last 20 minutes have been really boring. I actually am going to even feel bad uploading this. This is just a really boring game. It really is. There's not really much to talk about. I mean, this is so obviously... The reason we lost this game is just obvious to everybody watching, I think. But, I mean, this is... And there goes... Yeah, yellow's dead. Solstice out of position as usual. And I imagine he did take it. I actually didn't see his items. Chipper doing what Chipper does, I guess. I don't know why they didn't kill him there. They could have easily killed him. Any attack would have stopped that portal key, and then he would have been dead. But what do I know? Let's see. Flint did not take it. Okay, so Flint did not take it. I would have dropped my boots for it as Flint. I'll be totally honest with you. So Chipper dead again. I imagine no TP. I'm not sure. I mean, I guess he can hide, but that's really about it. I'm not sure what Purple's doing. I'm kind of just sitting here. For those of you who don't know, there's not much we can do. I mean, I can go get a few creep kills in the jungle, but we can't team fight. We have to wait for it to come to our base and hope that we can get lucky and get some kills. But, I mean, other than that, yeah, we lost this. We should have conceded 20 minutes ago when Flint was 4-hitting half the people on our team. But we wanted to wait and let him get up to that Immortal, I think. We're getting pretty close to feeding him that Immortal. It's not here just yet, but it's pretty damn close. Oh, he blew the Shrunken, so that's nice. Not like it makes a big difference, but, I mean, I'm just going to go ahead and throw that there just so I can see where Flint will be when they push this concede. Oh, I'm not sure. You know, I can understand Chipper not doing it because he's kind of a douchebag, but these other two, I can't imagine they think we're going to win this game, really. Even the four of us, we can't do anything. Like, look, I mean, you kill Flint, congrats. Killed Flint, but even now, at this point, the rest of their team is pretty... Oh, Bushwhack. There we go, Bushwhack. Getting in there doing your thing. Come on, Bushwhack. Do your thing. See, Flint bought back, though. This is what I was saying, is that he's going to instantly buy back. Actually, I'm going to buy back here in a second when I can. I have a really long death timer, so I'm not going to wait for that, and the team would love to have my Hellflower. Not me so much, just the Hellflower. Now's the time to push. Now's the time to push. Or just CC. Like, there's no reason not to push this. So, I'm definitely buying back, definitely going to help. Flint's the only one there for, at minimum, 20 seconds. So this is our chance. If we can't do it now, concede. Like, we are not doing it. So we need to get at least a Rax, hopefully more than that. Hopefully we can get 2 Rax or something. If we can catch Flint out again, that would be great. He should have taken that token. He should have dropped his boots. Don't waste time on those creeps. Just leave it to me. When I get there, I can AoE them. Somebody kill Flint. Kill Flint. Oh my god, yes. No. Screw you, Flint. GG, well played. There you go, let's game, unless he can buy back again, but I don't think so. I'd say it's unlikely that he has the money to buy back. It's probably like 4 grand, 3 grand for him to buy back. So there's the Rax. Let's go top or something. Somewhere, we need to get another Rax. Do something, because sitting here isn't going to be the key to winning this game. We have Bushwhack. Bushwhack is our carry. Hopefully, in theory, he should be able to essentially kill the enemy team at this point. I would hope he can, but, you know. Oh, did I just use it on a... No, that wasn't an image. Oh, God, I don't want to die. Okay. I'm actually changing that to strength, my boots, that is. There you go, Bushwhack. See? This is what I'm saying. Bushwhack can kind of do whatever he wants, or should be able to, anyways. Kind of a disappointing way for them to lose. Had they just given Flint that token, they would have won. They would have won hands down, but, I mean, they didn't want to do that, I guess. I don't know. Flint... For future reference, Flint, your boots aren't more important than a token. Sell your boots, you can buy them back later. Not that you would have needed to, you would have won the game had you been able to withstand our first burst onto you. I mean, that literally would have won you the game, so we need to be careful. Flint. We really need to be careful. I hope this guy doesn't die to Flint. Even an ultimate wouldn't kill him, I don't think, so we should be okay. This is it, just leave. No, you can't fight him. You can't fight him, just leave. His shrunken head is basically down to like 5 seconds or something. I'm not sure what you're doing, man. That's the real one, so I don't get it. You're shopping when we're fighting, and I don't get you, man. So I'm actually going to come back a little bit. No, you know what? 2 of them are up, so I'm not. I was going to say Flint's the only one up, so I feel fine going back in. You know, just because I can blink out. He can't one-hit me, but... Finally. Yeah, well, I mean, it all came down to them not giving that token to him, you know? I mean, we made the mistake of waiting way too long and letting him farm, and then they made the mistake of giving the token to somebody who is useless, essentially. They gave it to Rally, who can't do shit. Like, Rally, late game? Are you kidding me? You're not going to do anything. Get out of my face. So that was nice. Now we have Mega Creeps. That's nice, too. They can't do anything now. Now we can just do Congor. We can do whatever we want. Even if they kill Solstice, you know, they can't push and end it with me, Flint, and Bushwhack up, so... Oh, and they didn't even kill Solstice. What did he use? Shrunken or something? Or Shroud, I mean? Yeah. Okay, so... I feel unfortunate for actually even showing you this game. This was a pretty stupid game to even play in. I feel bad for even letting that happen to begin with, letting us get into that position to begin with, but then on top of that, they let us come back from that? Like, are you kidding me, Hellborn team? Give Flint the token. Flint, you don't need boots, man. Drop your damn boots. How many creep kills you have? Only 200. Sad face. 200's not good at an hour long. I mean, it's okay considering I was playing support, but it's not... I mean, I wasn't really playing support. 253 is low, too. You should have more than that, but it's okay. No big deal. I'm going to see if I can bait out some skills, perhaps. Maybe get a free ward. Put it, like, right there. And Chipper just killing people. Yeah, this is, like... Can these guys concede? Wait for Kong, and then we can end it. We probably don't need to wait for Kong, but I know I didn't hit enter on that. I mostly spent time farming creeps while Chipper fooled around. I had time to get Savage Mace, Nullstone, and Genjiro. Should have had more than that. Should have had more than that, that's all I'm going to say. It's fine. It worked out to a point where it's not that big of a deal. And, you know, the Mega Creeps at this point, the game's over. They can't deal with this. Like, the Mega Creeps are just... It's too much. Look at this. I mean, what they should have done is just pulled them into the well. I'm not sure why they're not doing that. But I mean, it's over. They can't do anything. Like, I mean, you should not be trying to fight Flint in the slightest bit. Oh, come on. No, we didn't get Flint? No, we didn't. But it's okay. 0, 3, and 15. That is funny, actually. I've never played a game... actually I have, but it's been a long time since I played a game where I got 0 kills and that many assists. But that's mostly because I don't play support. So let's go ahead and recap real quick. Items on Chipper, very trolly. Usually you don't get the codex. Other than that, it's okay. My item's fine. Although I didn't buy as many wards as I should have, but I wasn't playing support to begin with. So Chipper, shut the you know, shut up. Bushwhack, your items, I already commented on yours. I think you should have gotten a Shrunken Head, but it worked out, so it's fine. Solstice. Jungle, man. Jungle. What's your deal? Nothing to say other than that. Just jungle. Freaking blacksmith. Okay, so those are fine items if you're going to build that kind of blacksmith. I'm not sure what that Frostburn, or the Frost brand was going to be built into. That's my only concern, really. I'm like, what is that? I assume that's going to be Frostburn or Frostwolf Skull, maybe. Either of which I'm not really in agreement with the blacksmith. You should have gotten more utility items, you know, sheepstick, or maybe a storm spirit, or a tablet of command, or XYZ, you know. Flint, your items are fine other than the behemoth's heart. Don't really get it, and you waited a very long time to get your shrunken head. Very odd. Profit items, kind of unusual for a support hero. I mean, all of it except for the heart makes sense, really. And I mean the helm too a little bit, but I can understand you getting the helm. Other than that, Thunderbringer, your items, I'm not sure why you got a refreshing orb when you didn't have a Staff of the Master or anything, so that's a little odd. Pearl items, I assume it's going to be a Hellflower. It's a fine item to get in a support hero late game. Yeah, other than that, I'm not sure how much the Staff of the Master helps her ultimate. I haven't played her yet, so I don't know. So maybe it's a good item to get, maybe not. Other than that, though, her items are fine. And Rally. Your items were fine. You built tanky, and, you know, the portal key, I don't agree with, but portal key on him is fine. I just think you weren't really using it, is the only thing, is that you didn't really use it to gank and initiate and etc., etc. So, other than that, and I think you got it, like, late game or something, which is a little odd, too. But, other than that, CK, Bushwhack, being Flubbins, you were close to on par. You should have had at least 300. I would say 350 would have been good for an hour-long game in casual mode, especially with only 2 deaths. Flint Beastwood, he did even better, but again, still a bit low. Everybody else, me and Chipper, were about where I would expect Intelligence Heroes to be at an hour-long game. Solstice should have been up at 300 plus, man. Blacksmith, you're a little low. You should have been at least 150. Other than that, everybody on their team, with the exception of Flint, did terrible, CK. Terrible. Just terrible. I'm not even going to comment on it. An hour-long game and you had, you know, less than 100. Terrible. Just get out. Go practice. You know what I mean? Go do something. Sorry for the long game. Sorry for the quick summary here at the end. I was hoping to put more time into it, but that was an hour-long game, so I don't want the video to go too much longer, I guess. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you liked it. Those are the same things. I'm not sure why I just said that. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Don't let Flint farm all game. There's your lesson, ladies and gentlemen. Or if you're Flint, pick up the damn token. You don't need some damn boots. Drop your boots for the token. You can get boots back later, alright? You would have won the game then if you had that token. Not guaranteedly, but I would say it was a high chance of winning that game had you had that token. So other than that, it was okay. Everybody on the team, on my team, we had a very weird team. Chipper waits till 3 seconds or whatever to tell me he wants mid when I have a mid hero highlighted. Doesn't say anything before that. Those two want to do a very odd bottom lane, but it ended up working out, so it's all good. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Like and subscribe if you want. You guys know where the buttons are. I try to put out at least 3 videos a week now that I'm back in school. Other than that, I think that's all there is to say today. So, GG, well played, guys. Elfis out.